Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name is Jade, and this is How to App on iOS. And today we're going to be taking a look at K7D Tape Delay. Oh, yeah. But first, we're going to kick off with an artist by the name of Clearly Epic. And this is Eponymous. Good morning, welcome to the show. That was Clearly Epic, and that was Eponymous. Brand new song released by Clearly Epic. It's been far too long. Actually, it's only been 2 months. So I think we live in a world where there are songs released every single day. There are so many songs across this broad YouTuber sphere that, it seems like such a long time, 2 months, when we used to wait 6 years for an album by Metallica. Anyway, I'm Jade. This is How to App on iOS. Welcome to the show. It's the start of a brand new week. There's the link if you'd like to go over and click it for Clearly Epic. He makes great music. Yes, indeed. And welcome to the show, everybody. Award Warriors, if you're a Award Warrior, thank you for doing so. Costs $1 a month to do so, and you get custom emojis, and we do secret special shows. Boom. Hello, Audible Video. Hello, Thomas Christ, Joe Glenn. We've got Barry Glenn. We've got, who else do I see in my magic mirror? Pete Johns, Thomas Christ, I already said, I think. Feisty Feather, what's happening? And Leela, who just had an amazing show over on her channel. She had a campfire show with 4 of the best musicians. 4 of the best. If you missed it, hopefully... I think she's not here at the moment. Someone can put a link in to that show because it was absolutely amazing. You had Chris Lane Sr., Dom Torregrossa, Papa Tom Caraher, and of course Frank Terzo. 4 amazing artists, and so good, in fact, I got up at 5:30 in the morning to watch. Yeah, that's commitment. That shows how good these guys are, and it was well worth their time. It means I've had more coffee than what I should have, but it is what it is. Hello, Cold Acre. Hello, Conspiracy. What's up, Clay? Is there anyone I've missed as I try desperately to read? How long did we wait for a Chinese democracy? I don't know, Pete. You tell me. Are you trying to get me to think so early in the morning? It's 8:10 in the morning here. This is what happens. And you know what? Things are going to change soon because... next week it's the beginning of that mathematical bullshit that nobody wants to deal with. It is daylight savings. Yay, where all the times will change. Kim Hudden Hudson, hello. So the US goes forward an hour next week. The UK goes forward an hour in 2 weeks afterwards. And then Australia goes back an hour on the 1st of April. So all the times will change. My times will change. It'll be like 2 hours different for everyone. It'll be crazy. I hate this time of the year. I hate it. It makes me have to think, and I don't like thinking. Sound like my dad. What is going on? It's absolutely conspiracy. It is numb. Absolutely. There's Leela's campfire show. Click that link. If you weren't there, go and watch it. It's well worth your time. It was wicked fun. Lots of great music played and fantastic people. That's what these communities are about. They're about people, And let me just do a bit of plug because I know the Songwriters Anonymous were the guys who are on Leela's show today. And we have a little group too called Le Patron over here. There it is. We're over on the Patreon every weekend. If you would like to join up, we have this really cool crew of people who submit their songs for me to master each week. And we had some bangers this week. We had 6 songs to master this week. And they were all killer songs. Thomas Christ, Joe and Barry Glenn. We had Jerry Gomes. Who else? Leela had 2 songs. So a whole bunch of new music coming out, guys. Trust me, it's all really good. And we love our little Patreon community. Very supportive of everyone's music and all that jazz. Okay, I guess I better start talking about the stuff and things because today we are looking at, it's not a new app, it's an old app. It's been out for a little while, but I saw it was on special last week. And I didn't get a chance to do the show on it while it was 99 cents. Sorry, guys. But it's well worth the actual price that it is. So before we do it, let's scoot over here, look at some price drops. we've got all these session band apps which are on sale, every one of them. So you've got session band, jazz fusion, jazz, piano sessions, soul, jazz, funk. These things are really cool for creating backing tracks for yourself. They're wonderful. They're full of so many. I've done one episode on the. Did I do the blues one? I did the blues app. I didn't do them all because they're all pretty much the same app, just with different music in them. And so if you want to check out the blues one I did, they're really cool. And they're $2. They're $3, and really good for creating backing tracks for yourself. Original stuff. It's all, it's not copyrighted music, so you won't get claims or anything. 4Pockets have a couple of apps on sale. Shimmer, the original OG Shimmer, for $4.99. Progressions $5.99. And yeah, Terra Pro, which we're looking at this week, we're looking at their in-app purchase they've just dropped, is currently on sale due to there being a new in-app purchase. So it's $12.99 to $9.99, but we'll be looking at that later this week. Boom. But today we're looking at this. We're looking at K7D. And if you say it fast, what does it say? K7D. Clever, huh? Clever stuff. This is $5.99. It is a tape delay. Hello, Princess LDG in the chat. And this thing is wonderful sounding. It's made by Imaginanndo. They make amazing apps, really amazing apps. Hey, Fat Panda Cat, what is going on? So, well worth $5.99, but if you happened to snag it last week, it was 99 cents. I mentioned it every day on the show. I did say every day, you should get this app, it's 99 cents. You should get this app, it's 99 cents. And now if you've got it for 99 cents, you're going to find out how to use it. Hello, Mr. Smith. Good to see you back, my friend. Okay, you can also get this on your Mac and PC, K7D. It is available from their website. It is a one-time price. I do believe it's €39, so roughly $40 USD. But it is available as a VST and AU for Mac devices. So there's that as well. For those of you using Macs and PCs, I try and at least cover you guys as well. You know, these things are available for that as well, because we are moving to an era where everything on PC and Mac is on iOS now for a fraction of the price. See, $39 for the PC version, $5.99 for iOS. I know which one I'd rather pay. Good stuff, Rooney. Thanks, Thomas, for putting the link to the app. Boom, there it is. All right, shall I open up a project? I made something, as I normally do. Last night I made something, so we can play it, and we'll show you what it does. Yeah, let's mute myself and play a little thing that I made, which I like to call hibbity gibbet. That'll do. A few mistakes there, but that shit happens when you do shit live. What are you going to do? Anyway, so, and, you know, I only threw that together in about 10 minutes. Let's see. Somebody right here. Have you thought about putting some of your music in a jingle library? I don't know. Maybe I could do that. I haven't. Maybe we could do a show on that. Or I could take all of these projects that I've done each morning and we'll bung them up on YouTube at free music. What do you think? That could be a show. I'm up for that. Anyway, let's get rid of this project here. Let's clear it out. We don't need it anymore. It's rubbish. It was made in 10 minutes. I don't really care about it. We'll move on. Let's find out what this thing does. I'm going to load up a acoustic app called Strummer, which is really cool, by 4 Pockets. It saves me grabbing my guitar, keeps my hands free so I can play around with the app. Hello, Sith Vasquez. What's going on, my dear? My dear? What? Sound like an old lady. Hello, my dear. What is happening? Gladys Worthington, dear. Let's open K7D. And boom. So I need to sync this up. So this is a great little app just to show you if you haven't seen this. I've done a show on this amazing app. So I'm just strumming my fingers across these notes here. Yeah, it's got a really cool guitar sound. We can sync it up now. So if I hit play, it just does its thing. I can change chords. Pretty neat little app. You know, it's got some really nice sounds in it. Let's have a look at this baby. This is K7D. It is a retro vintage tape delay and very retro looking with our lovely representation of our tape running in the middle. Our 2 little tape heads here. Yeah, nice stuff. Should be fairly easy to negate. We can, if we go across the top here, we can change from mono input to stereo input. So nice if you're using this on vocals, and you obviously, you know, when you're recording vocals, you use a mono microphone instead of using say if you've got a guitar, you've got 2 inputs, you'd use a stereo because this has got some stereo sound. You've got a MIDI learn. So if I turn this on, you'll notice a whole bunch of things go dark. And I can go in here and click on one of them. And then if I've got a MIDI controller connected like I do, I can just, have I got the right thing set? Nope. Did that work? It's not working. It's not MIDI learning. Oh, I don't have it connected. That would help. MIDI inputs. It'd help if I had the keyboard connected. There we go. So now you can see that knob's turning with my little keyboard. So I can now MIDI learn really easily just by selecting MIDI learn. We love a good easy MIDI learn thing. So yeah, now I don't even have to use the mouse or my finger. We've got, and you can see what happens when I change this time here. Yeah, as I'm turning this up, notice down here, our playhead on this tape is moving along as well. So we're stretching the tape. Here's your representation of tape being stretched because that's what a tape delay does. Hello, Sonic Vibe. Welcome to the chat. And that is what's going on here. Now, this is a free time at the moment. So I'm just turning this and it's free timing. But we can sync this to a host. So if you're connected to a DAW, which we currently am, and 120 BPM is there. Now, so if I hit sync here, now we are sunk to the DAW, and this is changing by 1/16 to 1/18, an eighth dotted. We've got all of our set. Let's zoom in a little bit so you can see it changing there. Yeah, so you can see we're sunk now to our DAW, so that's really handy. You can unsync it. You can see here the clock source is connected to the DAW because it says clock source host. If we open this as a standalone, it wouldn't be connected to the host. So if I change the tempo in here, which I can't because it's connected to the host. So if I go in here and change the tempo, you can see it changing in the app as well. So completely tied together like a marriage made in hell to the app. Here's where you find all your patches. And when this first came out, people, this only had like 6 patches. And since it's come out, look at all these wonderful patches. And boy, are they weird. There is some weird and wacky patches in there. You can create your own. You can save your own here by hitting the save button. You do that. It brings up your save screen. You can save it where you like. You've got a local folder here. You can even add little tags, if you like, to each of your saved presets. You can name it whatever you like. Save as, all good, nice and easy to save. You've got a revert button. You've got a randomization button. So when I click this, it just randomizes. Look at all that. It's just going crazy, doing whatever it wants. Let's scoot back to our default. Up and down goes up and down through the presets and back up through the presets. Pretty standard stuff. Let me just choose a preset, go back to our default. Boom. So there's that. That's your top row. As I said, here's your time that you can change. You've got this KBD section here. And what this does is it connects the time of the delay to the keyboard. So as you go up the keyboard, the time changes as you go higher up the keyboard. Quite interesting, that one. There's an LFO here. Can you believe it? We've got an LFO. There's a couple of LFOs in here. So you can set an LFO to the time. So that's nice. Shall we just hit play? Let me just delete this. We'll introduce it back in. K7D. All right, so now it's at its default. Let's hit play. So here it is without. I'll just remove the effects that are already in this thing. We've already got some effects in here, so there we go. So now we've got a clean guitar. So we've got this LFO down here. And the LFO's controls are as seen below. So we've got 3 sections here. We've got this LFO, we've got a filter, and we've got some character. So when we turn up the LFO here, this is where you want to look. You have a selection of different waveform shapes. You've got a rate. So, as you can hear, this LFO can get pretty crazy, and it's a really, really fast LFO. If we turn this all the way up, you could even create a whole bunch of soundscapes with the right sound. Or if you just want a little bit of warble, it's in there. Let's turn on this sync as well. So you can also sync the LFO to the clock on the door by clicking down here. And then by changing the rate here, you're going via a clock. So a 16th, an 8th, 16th dotted. So you've got that as well. You've got a phase here. You've got a key phase and a free phase. And you can also invert over here as well. Feedback, of course, a delay's got to have feedback. Let's just put it up all the way. We've got a dry and wet mix if we just want the effect. And we have a preamp if you want to scuff it up and get it all dirty and dingy. So you can hear we've got a fair bit of distortion when we do that. We'll turn it down a bit. Nice bit of saturation in there. So sprinkled to taste pretty much. So if we change to a square wave, you'll hear it's quite possible to create little rhythms underneath here with our How cool is that? Not only that, but we also have, when we click down underneath our LFO, is our filters. So we've got a low pass filter, and these run, I'll show you. So you're getting a proper representation of a low pass and high pass, yeah? So you can see the high pass filling up when the low's gone, and the opposite when you remove. And these can be LFO'd as well. We've got an LFO in the middle. So you can start to see we've got movement underneath this low pass. And you can link both of these. So if I hit link, now when I change one, they're both moving together. And both of these have their own separate LFOs. But when they're linked, the one LFO controls both. When they're not linked, we can have different LFO speeds happening. Just so you can hear the effect without the dry mix. And our final section down the bottom here is our character. We've got a stereo width, so let's pull this in. So if you've got headphones, you should hear that widen out. Plus we have a spread here. So now that width is spread out a little bit more, and we've got a ping pong effect. Plus, we have your usual tape scuffing, screwy stuff with our wow here. So the wow is like a watered down flutter. It's going to warp it a little bit, but not as much as what a flutter will. As you notice when we turn up the flutter, I'll take out that LFO. If you want to clear any of these, you just double tap on them. And they should go back to their space. So there's all your controls. And this feedback, so the way this feedback works as well, this feedback, it feeds back into itself. So when you turn it up full, let's get crazy. Turn it down. It will just continue to feed back into itself forever and eventually become a sine wave. So pretty powerful stuff. Let's throw it on some drums, shall we? And mess about a little bit. What drums should we do? We'll do like a drum computer. Boom. Let's do drum computer because it's always got some fascinating sounds in it. Let's find something a little bit off the beaten track. There we go. That's off the beaten track. And shall we go through some presets? Things are going to get wild. So that's the original beat. Let's throw this back on. Now look what it does to this guitar. Let's go run through some of these presets. So the beautiful thing is you can go absolutely batshit nuts, create some really out there effects, or you can use this very simply just as a wonderful tape delay that's, you know, reacts like a normal delay on a guitar. Do I have, let's have a look. You just reminded me, Audible video. Let's have a quick look. Drum computer. What? I don't have a thing in here. Maybe a hammerhead. Do I have a hammerhead one? Let's see if I do have a hammerhead one. No, that's not the right one. Let's do a quick search. It was probably this one here. This Phosphat 2. There we go. So I've already got, hey, Gregory O'Sullivan, I've already got this one here. So this is a hammerhead that has been split into multi-channels. Yeah, let's get rid of these phosphats that are in here. In fact, we'll replace them. Let's just replace them. We'll delete them, actually. Go away, so they're not taking up resources. And that's a really good point. We can come in here and add to, so if I hit play now, we've got all of these parts have been separated through multi-out. So this is one channel of hammerhead playing, the whole part in here, but I've set it up as a multi-out, so each channel has a different instrument. So let's go in and throw on K7D. And choose some random presets before we get out of here today. I'm just picking randoms. Let's just do the randomization. We've got a crash over here. That's simple enough. Now it's got a double hit in there. Let's try and create something like a freaky repetitions. Yeah. That wasn't too freaky. Oh, there we go. So it was kind of freaky. What about Hungry Ant? There we go. And here we've got a hi-hat. So now all of these individual tracks have their own preset locked to them. There we go. Give that a bit of dirt. Pretty cool how we can split these up across all these different tracks. Fun, huh? So, what does it sound like on a voice before we get out of here? Shall we do it before we go? Let's just clean this out quickly, throw it on some vocals, see how we go, and then I'll say goodbye to you, send you all over to YML because Pete has that kicking off in just about 6 minutes' time, where Pete's playing your music live. That's what he does, yeah? We'll throw in a mic here. What do we got? Mini Fuse 2. Boom. 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, KD. Get it right. It's a K7D. Okay. Do we have a mic working? Possibly not. Let me see. Hey. 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. We sure do. Hey. So I think you get the idea. It's pretty loony, yeah. You can you can use it pretty simply, pretty easily, or just go totally off your brain and create something really fascinating. Good stuff. You can pitch shift with it. I mean, you can create flutters. You can actually create gating as well. It's quite clever what you can do. As I said, it's $5.99. Sadly, it was 99 cents for a whole week, but it's not anymore. Let me tell you what's going on over this week so you can join us for this week's entertainment. Yes. So we have coming up tomorrow something really interesting. Hopefully, you'll think it's... I can't even find it now because I created the image for it so long ago. 2 weeks. It seems like a long time to me. We're looking at Chord AI tomorrow. So this is an AI learning app. So you can pretty much find any song you want. You can use Apple Music, Spotify, SoundCloud, you name it. You can import your own stuff. And it's got AI learning and it learns the entire song within mere minutes, gives you the chord progressions across so many different instruments. It's really, really out there. Really good for learning people's songs. So what I'll be doing tomorrow with this is learning a bunch of your songs, yeah, and seeing if we can learn how to play them. So we'll run through this tomorrow. The day after that, we're taking a look at Terra Pro because Terra Pro has a brand new update. Wherever I've made the thumbnail, somewhere here, right in front of me, but I can't see it. There it is, Terra Pro. They have released a brand new in-app purchase called Brains. So I'll be taking a look at that in-app purchase. Then we're finishing off finally this week the Kindercore song. We're going to finish it off. We're going to mix it. We're going to master it. We're going to upload it to DistroKid, and we're going to release it all in this one show. And then to wrap up the week, guess what? Somebody who's in the chat here is coming on the show this week. Audible Video, the complex design of the language of Kurt. We are going to find out who this Audible Video lunatic is that sits here in our chat all the time and across other people's chats. We're going to find out who he is, yeah? Should be cool. I hope. If he gets his details into me. So I've already got the thumbnail done. So that is happening this week. Boom. I'm faffing about. Yeah. Whatever you want to do, Kurt. You faff all you want. All right, guys, that is it for me today. I'm out of here. Going to shoot you over to Pete Johns. He's got Your Music Live. I'll see you tomorrow. Remember, do the things that make you happy. Mistakes, they make you better. And we all rise together.
We'll all rise together. 'Cause you make me shine better. And we'll all rise together.